Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today's readings are being posted on Friday, July 24th for the week that follows, the last week of July. Now, during that week, we're going to have a full buck moon in Aquarius, Wednesday, July 29th. This is also called the midsummer moon, the hot moon, or the thunder moon. This moon is going to push you towards independence, so much so that you may feel like quitting your job, quitting a relationship, quitting a friendship, that kind of thing. You may just have like an eye-rolling moment, like, oh my God, I can't stand this anymore. So just be careful and be aware of that, because the moon is in Aquarius, you could be leaning more toward the logical, and not the heart-based. Okay, sorry, I tripped over my words there. So you need to really be aware of that during this moon phase, is that you may kind of be just overthinking things or thinking too logically and not kind of really tuning in, right? Okay, thank you so much for being here if I didn't say it. Please remember, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one as well. So for this week, we're using the Starry Beginnings Oracle by Cassie White. We're using the Divine Doors mini deck for you to close out your reading. And we're using the Celestial Tarot because it is a week with a moon phase. Okay. You have what number is that? 21, one of my favorite numbers. Following the path of another. Your path is being redirected to where it should be. So Scorpios, 21 is a 3. That's creation and collaboration. Sometimes we kind of get off our path and our guides have to sort of steer us back to where we need to be. And in this case, it's saying you may be leaning more towards someone else's path than yours. Now, where did I say Aquarius? I meant Scorpio if I did. With this full moon, this could become an issue, right? That you're going to need to not follow that other person, whatever. So let's say that you have the same business as somebody else and you're kind of doing the same things as them, but your guides are like, nope, you need to do it differently. You need to do your own thing, right? Don't worry about what that person is doing. It can also be a message that you may have taken a class or gotten a certification and you're doing everything step by step exactly like the teacher did. And maybe you just need to tweak it to be your own so that you can be on your own path, right? An example of that is Dolores Cannon's QHHT hypnosis sessions are explicit the way you have to do it. Do they work? Yes, of course they work. They're wonderful. And then if you get trained in BQH, beyond quantum hypnosis, you're actually the word escapes me, encouraged to kind of find your own script that feels right to you, that works for you. Does that work? Absolutely, right? So some people may feel like they need to follow a step-by-step guide and someone else's, what they've created. Other people may be able to branch off and do their own thing. That's one example. But for you guys, for this week, you're going to sort of be pulled in a different direction because that is what your soul needs, right, Scorpios? So I keep feeling like I'm saying the wrong signs. This is a Scorpio reading, okay? So don't freak out over that. All right, so we're going to see what the tarot has to add to that, following the path of another and being guided back to the path that is yours, okay? Let's see what the cards have to say. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words so much in this. But, yeah, I mean, and sometimes that can look like getting let go from a job or getting evicted from an apartment or something. Not that I don't want those things to happen, but Things like that have happened to me. And later I figured out, oh, well, if I had stayed at that job or at that living arrangement, I wouldn't be where I am now. Sometimes those changes are painful, my beautiful Scorpios, but sometimes they have to happen. Four of Cups is the first card out. Fours being stability or stagnation. Cups being love and nurturing. Nine of Pentacles, that is creating generational wealth. That's being comfortable with all the things that you have. Everything that's around you, you feel really good about it. That's a very good energy card. And in this deck, the Four of Cups is a little different than the traditional. And I'll show you that when I hold it up. Two of Swords, you have a choice. You have a choice to make that you may not see right now. It may be revealed to you over this full moon phase, right? Because moons can be all about things that are hidden from us right now. So, yeah, something may become clear to you. That's what I'm hearing. Something may become clear. You may see something in a totally different light. Wednesday the 29th, when that full moon... Oh my gosh, look. These cards flip totally around. Okay. Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles. All right. Queen of Cups. Beautiful, top of the suit, feminine energy, emotions under control, very loving, very nurturing, very soft, feminine energy. And Six of Pentacles, this is sometimes where things are not going where you think they are. The Hierophant, that's Taurus energy, that's wisdom, teaching, learning, right? And we were talking about that if you're taking a class and you're doing something exactly like the other person. And then they threw out an extra one, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, what you keep and what you give. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, let's get right into this and see what the reading fully has to say. Gonna put that extra one right there for now, that Four of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Cups. Oh, so you have two fours. Four of Pentacles, Four Cups. So it starts with the Four of Cups and it ends with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Now, typically the Four of Cups shows somebody with three cups next to them and a cup they don't see. In this deck, the person has actually grabbed the cup. Cancer had this same card. So in this deck, the person has grabbed that cup. They're getting stable. They still have their three cups here with them, and they've grabbed on. They're literally making a toast to the universe. Like, okay, I see what it is I need to do now. I feel what it is I need to do. Because cups are about emotion. Then you have this Nine of Pentacles. This person there with their cloak on, looking up at the full moon, falcon there, all the pentacles they've created here at their feet. This nines are accomplishments. So this is accomplishment in your material world. So finance, home, car, all of those things. And then you have this Two of Swords. This is some sort of a choice, right? Twos are balance and choice. She has the swords crisscrossed over the full moon. So like I said, what I'm feeling is something is going to be revealed to you, or you're going to have a new realization at this full moon, right? It is a beautiful card. Even her blindfold is beautifully decorated there with flowers, and it's just gorgeous. So, yeah, grasping on to that opportunity, seeing how much you have created, being grateful for that. Some sort of new thing is revealed. Then you have this Queen of Cups. She is beautiful. She is loving, warm, nurturing, water signs, right? So Cancer, Scorpio, which you are one, and Pisces. This person, this could be you, my beautiful Scorpios, but this person is a very loyal, loving individual, feminine energy. It can still be a man. You know, we all have masculine and feminine, but this may be a good friend who's there, but it could be you, all right? Six of Pentacles. So sixes are harmony. So here, the taller person has a pentacle and they're looking up at this moon that has a pentacle inside of it. And then there are four pentacles kind of dropping down. But is this person going to be able to catch all of them, right? So oftentimes this card is your finances aren't going exactly where you think they are. In other words, you may need to take a little check-in on your savings, your banking, your retirement accounts. You also may have to do a little checkup on your spending, my beautiful Scorpios, right? See, where is your money going? Then you have this Hierophant. Hierophant is Taurus energy, so that is the bull, right? This is number 5, and 5s are change. This Hierophant is sitting here on his throne. Look at the stars all around him, all these symbols, the book, his hand. He is teaching these people something, right? So this card is about teaching. It's about learning. It's about wisdom. It also can be about tradition. You may want to break from tradition. And that kind of goes back to following the path of another. Your path is being redirected, where we talked about trying to follow somebody else's instruction to the letter when you need to put your own spin on it. That's what I'm hearing, Scorpios, right? So this card is all about that. You can learn, right? You can learn something, but then you have to be yourself when you're actually out there doing it, okay? Obviously, there are some things that you have to do. Like if you're doing an oil change, you can't really put your own spin on that. But you know what I'm saying? If you're a cook or a gardener or a painter or a singer or what have you, put your own stamp on it, right? Learn it, but then do it your way. Wow. Phew. Okay. And then you have this 4 of Pentacles. This is stability or stagnation. So right now, what this card is showing, he has these 4 pentacles. He's got 1 in his hand and there are 3 kind of floating. What this card is about is how much of your time, energy, and money do you keep and how much do you give? This harkens all the way back to the 6 of Pentacles and I guess it was just that one. What was I thinking about? Oh, the 4 of Cups. Yeah. So using your emotion, feeling into that, with this 4 of Pentacles, how much money are you going to spend? Maybe this cup is a new class, but it's too high price, right? Maybe this cup is you giving to somebody else your time, taking care of somebody, right? And you need to decide when to rein it in, okay? My beautiful Scorpios. Yeah, so sometimes we just can't deplete all of our energy taking care of another person. Okay, and you have, whoops, I didn't notice the camera wasn't quite getting that. You start with the 4 of Cups, lots of water flow, energy, love. You end with the 4 of Pentacles, more in the physical. So this is kind of the heart-based, and this is kind of more the logical. And remember how we said that this week coming up, there may be too much of the logical because of that full moon in Aquarius. All right. So just be careful about that, my lovelies. But I think overall, you're going to have something revealed. You're going to feel comfortable. You're going to grab that new opportunity. You're going to check in on your finances and things. You have this beautiful Queen of Cups, which could be you or another water sign near you who's very loyal. You have this Hierophant, which is knowledge, wisdom, teaching, learning. And you could be learning something new. You could be teaching somebody something, right? Maybe you're teaching somebody how to manage money by how you're doing it. All right. Wow. Okay. Just don't forget that you need to be on your own path. Okay. So you may feel a little jolt of, oh, I can't go here. I need to go there. Okay, and here's your Divine Doors card. This is a person like jumping up between these magnificent, majestic well, it's not an archway, but it's pillars, right? Beautiful. This is a yes card. Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and fly. Yeah. Yes, say yes to that class, whether it's teaching it or taking it, right? Say yes to looking at where your money is. Say yes to the new opportunity coming in. Say yes to being grateful to everything you have, okay? I love this for you, my beautiful Scorpios. Say yes, experience something new. Make sure you're on your path and not that of another. Until next time, I hope this has helped. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.